What does it take to rise from humble beginnings to become one of the most renowned figures in the world of opera? Maria Callas's life story gives us some clues. Maria Anna Sophia Cecilia Kalogeropoulos, known to the world as Maria Callas, was born in the year 1923. The bustling city of New York, home to a melting pot of cultures and dreams, served as the backdrop to her early life. Her parents, Greek immigrants, worked tirelessly to carve out a modest living in this new land of opportunity. However, life wasn't always a smooth sail for young Maria. Her parents' marriage began to falter, eventually leading to a painful divorce. This life-altering event prompted a move that would forever change Maria's life. Departing from the familiar streets of New York, Maria and her mother set sail for their ancestral homeland, Greece. Greece, a country rich in history and culture, was the very soil that nurtured Maria's blossoming talent. It was here that Maria discovered her passion for music and began her formal musical education. The halls of Athens' prestigious Odeon of Herodes Atticus echoed with the first notes of Maria's powerful soprano voice. Her mother, recognizing the talent in her daughter, pushed Maria to pursue her musical ambitions. These early years in Greece were challenging for Maria, yet they were instrumental in shaping her future. She was a young girl in a foreign land, grappling with the complexities of a new culture and the rigors of her musical training. But Maria was a force to be reckoned with. Her determination, her love for music, and her relentless pursuit of perfection set the stage for the remarkable journey that lay ahead. Through these trials and tribulations, Maria Callas was learning valuable lessons that would later define her career. She was discovering her voice, honing her craft, and most importantly, she was learning to persevere in the face of adversity. The seeds of greatness were sown in these early years, but little did young Maria know the heights she would reach. Greatness isn't born, it's made. And so it was with Maria Callas, whose raw talent was honed through rigorous musical training. In the heart of Greece, the Athens Conservatoire became the crucible for Maria's burgeoning talent. Young Maria, with her heart full of dreams and a voice full of promise, enrolled in this esteemed institution, throwing herself into the world of music with an unwavering determination. It was here, under the tutelage of the renowned soprano Elvira de Hidalgo, that Maria's voice began to find its true strength and character. She embraced every note, every rhythm, every crescendo, with a fierce dedication that was as much a part of her as the voice that was her gift. Maria's first performances, though not without their fair share of nerves and uncertainties, were a testament to her relentless pursuit of musical perfection. Each aria, each libretto, was a stepping stone on her path to greatness. But the world outside the Conservatoire was not kind. The shadow of World War II loomed large, casting a pall of uncertainty over Maria's dreams. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, she did not falter. Her voice became her beacon, her solace, guiding her through the darkest times. When the war ended, Maria made the bold decision to return to the United States. The journey was not without its challenges. She had to grapple with a new culture, a new language, and the overwhelming pressure to prove herself in a country that was worlds away from her home in Greece. But Maria was not one to back down. She approached each challenge with the same determination and passion that had carried her through her early years at the Athens Conservatoire. She poured her heart and soul into her performances, leaving audiences spellbound with her compelling renditions. From Athens to Verona, Maria Callas was beginning to make her mark on the world. The stage was set for the rise of a star that would forever change the face of opera. But as we all know, the path to greatness is never a straight line. As Maria was soon to learn, every rise is often met with a fall. A star is not born overnight. Maria Callas's rise to fame was a journey marked by perseverance and a relentless pursuit of excellence. To understand the magnitude of Maria's journey, we need to rewind to a pivotal moment in her career. The year was 1952, and the stage was set for Wagner's Tristan und Isolde at the prestigious La Fenice Theatre in Venice. Maria, a young soprano still finding her voice, was met with a daunting challenge. The complex role of Isolde, a character known for its emotional depth and vocal intensity. Maria didn't shy away. She embraced the challenge. Her performance that night was a revelation. She didn't just sing, she lived Isolde, pouring every ounce of her being into each note. The audience was spellbound, and the critics were effusive in their praise. It was a breakthrough performance, the first of many that would mark Maria's ascent to stardom. But the echoes of applause in Venice were just the beginning. Maria's star was set to rise even higher. She crossed the Atlantic, setting her sights on the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Her debut there, in 1956, was nothing short of a sensation. The Metropolitan had seen many great sopranos, but Maria's voice was different. It was powerful, yet delicate, with an emotional intensity that was simply unmatched. The audience was mesmerized, and Maria Callas became a household name. But it wasn't just her voice that set Maria apart. It was her ability to inhabit her characters, to make them come alive on stage. She was a true diva, commanding attention with her every move. Her performances in operas like Norma and La Traviata established her as a leading soprano, not just in the United States, but across the world. Maria Callas had reached the pinnacle, but every peak casts a shadow. Even the brightest stars must fade. For Maria Callas, the descent was as swift as it was heartbreaking. At the pinnacle of her career, Maria's voice began to wane. The once powerful and captivating soprano that had enchanted audiences around the world started to lose its luster. Critics and fans alike noticed a change. The high notes, once hit with precision, were now strained and forced. The decline of her vocal prowess was a bitter pill to swallow, and the world watched as the lustrous star of Maria Callas began to dim. But the downfall of Maria Callas wasn't just confined to her voice. Her personal life too took a tumultuous turn. The man who had been her pillar of strength, her confidant, her lover, Aristotle Onassis, left her in a scandalous twist. The end of their relationship was as public as it was painful. Maria was left heartbroken and alone, her personal and professional life in tatters. In the wake of this turmoil, Maria made the difficult decision to retire prematurely. She stepped away from the limelight, the stages, and the applause that had once been her lifeblood. The world was shocked. The diva, the icon, the woman who had defied odds and scaled heights, had chosen silence over song. But even in her silence, Maria was not forgotten. Her fans mourned the loss of an era, the end of a career that had been marked by extraordinary talent and tumultuous trials. Her peers reflected on the loss of a star who had shone so brightly, only to fade away too soon. And yet, in the midst of this heartbreak, there was a glimmer of hope. Maria Callas may have stepped away from her career, but she never stepped away from her passion for music. She chose to channel her love for opera into mentoring the next generation of singers, ensuring that her legacy lived on. The curtain had fallen on Maria Callas's career, but her legacy was far from over. The story of Maria Callas is not just a tale of rags to riches and back again, but a lesson in resilience, dedication, and the pursuit of passion. As we delve into the legacy of Maria Callas, we see a life story that is both riveting and awe-inspiring. Born into humble beginnings, she rose to the pinnacle of stardom, becoming one of the most celebrated opera singers of the 19th century. Yet her path was not without its hardships. She experienced the ravages of war, the sting of scandal, and the decline of her once illustrious career. But through it all, she remained steadfast, her love for opera never wavering. Maria Callas's influence on opera is undeniable. Her unique style and dramatic interpretation brought a new dimension to the art form, elevating it to new heights. She seamlessly blended the power of her voice with the subtlety of her acting, creating performances that were as visually captivating as they were sonically impressive. Her dedication to her craft was unwavering, even when faced with personal struggles and professional setbacks. From her life, we learn the value of perseverance. Maria Callas was not born into privilege. She faced adversity from the very beginning, yet she never let it deter her from her dream. She worked tirelessly, honing her skills and pushing past the obstacles that lay in her path. Her story teaches us that success is not handed to us on a silver platter. It is earned through hard work, determination, and an unwavering belief in oneself. But perhaps the most significant lesson we can glean from Maria Callas's life is the importance of staying true to one's passion. Despite the fame and fortune she amassed, her love for opera never wavered. It was not just a career for her, but a calling. She once said, "I prepare myself for rehearsals like I would for marriage, in total concentration, in total dedication." Maria Callas's life reminds us that success is not just about reaching the top, but about the journey, and what we learn along the way.